Join me as I take on the challenge of breaking free from toxic family cycles and sharing my journey to healing. Today, I want to talk to you about a really important topic that can be super uncomfortable, but altering necessary for personal growth. Breaking free from toxic family cycles. I think we've all been there at some point in life, stuck in a dynamic that's so suffocating us, draining our energy and affecting our mental health. But the good news is that we can free ourselves from these patterns. And that's exactly what we're going to explore in this video. Stay tuned and make sure you watch it till the end. Toxic family behaviors can manifest in so many ways, from constant criticism to emotional manipulation and even physical abuse. But no matter what form they take, they can be incredibly damaging to our self worth, our confidence, and our overall well being. Have you ever feel like you're walking on eggshells around your family members, never knowing when they'll lash out at you or make you feel guilty for something you didn't even do? That's not okay. And it's not your fault. When you grow up in a toxic family environment, it can be really hard to recognize the signs of abuse because it's all we've ever known. But as adults, it's our responsibility to acknowledge the harm that's been done and take steps to heal. One of the most common signs of toxic family behaviors is emotional manipulation. This can look like guilt tripping, gaslighting, or playing the victim to get attention and sympathy. That happens all the time, but we don't recognize it. Another sign is emotional neglect, where your feeling and needs are constantly dismissed or ignored. You might feel like you are not good enough, that you're not worthy of love and attention. And then there's a classic, it's all your fault syndrome, where family members blame you for everything and that goes wrong, even when it's not your fault. These patterns are insidious and they can be really hard to break, but we must acknowledge them if we want to move forward. Manipulation can also come in the form of unconditional, no, conditional love, where your worth is tied to your achievement or your ability to meet someone else's expectations. And let's not forget about gaslighting, where your perception of reality is constantly challenged, making you doubt your own sanity. These are just a few examples, but there are many more ways family behaviors can manifest. Growing up, I experienced a lot of emotional manipulation from my parents. They would constantly criticize me, make me feel guilty for minor mistakes, and dismiss my feelings. I became a people's pleaser, always trying to earn their approval. But no matter how hard I tried, it was never enough. I felt like I was walking on eggshells all the time, never knowing when they would lash out at me. But one day, I realized that I had a choice. I could continue to let their toxic behavior define me, or I could take control of my life and set boundaries. It wasn't easy and it wasn't quick, but I slowly started to break free from these patterns. I learned to recognize their manipulation tactics and I stopped letting them or letting their opinions dictate my self worth. Setting boundaries was a huge turning point for me. I started saying no to things that didn't feel right And I stopped trying to please everyone all the time. I realized that I didn't have to be responsible for their emotions or their happiness. That was a huge weight off my shoulder. And it allowed me to start focusing on my healing. You could do the same. You've been there. And I know you got the ability to stop yours. Looking back, I realized that breaking free from toxic family cycle is not about cutting ties with your family member, but about setting healthy boundaries and taking care of yourself. It's about recognizing your own worth and values and living according to them. It's about healing from inside out and creating a life that's true to who you are. So, to recap, we've discussed the importance of breaking free from toxic family cycles, the signs of toxic family behaviors, and some common patterns that manipulate or guilt tripping and emotional neglect. We've also shared a personal story of transformation and healing. Remember, breaking free from toxic family cycle is possible, but it takes courage, self-awareness, and a willingness to set boundaries and take care of yourself. If you're struggling with toxic family relationships, I want to encourage you to share your story in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about healing from toxic relationship, check out my next video where we'll dive deeper into the process of recovery and growth. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.